What's going on, everybody? Mike here. Today, Saturday, we're gonna try to. We got pigs showing up in like 4 weeks, and I got to get a shelter built. So I was online looking at some plans, different ideas, and I come across Fuller Farms in Texas. I think their name is Tanner and Bailey. They sell plans for this really cool. It's made out of chain link fence and some metal, but it looks pretty easy to do. It's only a couple $100 to get the materials that I needed. So we're going to follow their plans. These are $10 online on their website. I will leave a link in my description if you guys are interested. I'm always down for supporting a farm that's local. Well, it's not local, it's in Texas, but a small farm. They're doing regenerative practices just like we are. And yeah, I think this is a great plan to follow, and I think this is going to work out really good for we're going to do 15 pigs this year. So I think that'll fit them. The dimensions are like 6 foot wide by I think it's 8 foot long. So we'll give that a shot. If it's not enough room, I've got the little shelter from last year that we used as well, so I'll stick that out there too, and we'll kind of see how this thing goes. So I'm looking forward to get this thing started.
All right. One of the things that you have to buy on this for those instructions is a 6-foot hoop bender, which there's a link for on his instructions. But I just mounted this to a piece of wood. Best way I've seen looking online is they say mount it to like the side of a shed or a building of some sort. I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to use a fence post on my pasture, mount it to this board. It comes with these bolts of carriage bolts and nut to fix it to this board, and then you're supposed to fix it to the fence, and that just gives you leverage when you bend the pipes through this hoop bender. It's the first time ever using one of these, so I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me, but we'll see how this thing goes. Like I said, I'm just going to mount it to this fence post with a couple of lags. That way I can take it back out. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm not going to give you guys dimensions and all that stuff. That's kind of the point of his plans. I want to kind of keep that a secret. If you want to buy these plans, I just try to be respectful of what he put, the work he put into these. So, yeah, you just got to follow along. But like I said, if you want to build this yourself or you decide you like it, then hop on there and support their farm and buy the plans. They're not that expensive. Might have mounted that too high. That's not going to work. Okay. Round two. So I should have known better. Putting those 2 bolts like I did on that post wasn't going to work, but lesson learned. So I've got a stack of bolts out here in my pasture that I haven't got rid of yet. We're just, we mounted it to one of those, put the bolts on each other, and I did one already. It worked out pretty good. So I've got 2 more arches to go, and then I've got to bend the skids on the bottom of it. So see if we can work through this real quick and get these bent. I can tell you right now, if you're doing like half-inch EMT instead of the 1 3/8 chain link top rail like I'm doing, it'd be a lot easier. This bigger stuff is a little harder to get bent, but you can do it as long as you keep your footing. I fell on my butt, but let's get it on in here and we'll go. This is the first one I bent. I got it 6 foot. I was actually a little too narrow, but you can kind of stand on one end and push up on it. I got it at the 6 foot like it was supposed to be. So let's get the other 2 bent here real quick and speed this thing up. Now I got to bend these skids. These are done a little differently. So I got a little cheater bar. This comes with the hoop bender. Give you a little extra leverage to get these bent. It's actually going to come in from the front now instead of the back side. next part of this, now we got all these pieces of bent. Let's get these brackets on. And see if we can get this frame assembled. So I will start doing this.
All right, so the next step is I'm gonna put metal on this back wall first. You gotta cut the arc. So I don't have an extra set of hands. I'm gonna try to get creative. I got some like wood clamps. I'm gonna try to clamp to the bottom bar, see if that'll hold it long enough that I can just trace the curve. And then we'll get that cut out and get this piece fixed on first. All right, got this all cut out. Definitely need to deburr these edges. So I've got to get this up here for now. I think I can take a file to it when I'm done. It don't look too bad. Every once in a while, I'll do something right. All right, let's get some screws in this. Just like that. Well, we had to fast forward a little bit. I was having battery issues with the cameras, so I would have finished putting this back together while I was waiting on the battery to charge. But here's the finished product. All the metal's on, chains on. Just throw a couple bolts in there, eye bolts through the frame. And like I said, this is all per the directions that I bought off of Fuller Farms. But, oh, little man trying out the pig shelter for the first time. Is it measuring okay, buddy? 13, huh? Okay. But we're going to get this thing pulled out. Chase, you think you can pull that out there? Let's see what you got, dude. Show me your muscles. And that's a nope. Away we go. Going that way. Whoa, hit the wood. So to recap, this is our finished shelter. I'd say overall, the directions I used to follow this were spot on. The dimensions were great, very clear and easy to understand. So Fuller Farms, you guys did an awesome job on putting these plans together. Took the thinking out of it for me instead of me having to try to figure out how to do this myself. It's pretty thoughtless, just go to the store and get what I needed. I will say, he shows links for where to get parts. I found that I could get prices a little cheaper locally for me from Menards. And I had to order just a couple things, which I found a website on Google that carried some fence supplies. So the caps, I'm supposed to have caps on these ends. You don't need them. They're just kind of a beauty thing. But you can see, I got one on this side. I ended up breaking 2 out of the 4. They were extremely snug fit. And I don't know if it's just the ones I got or if my pipes are a little boogered up. I tried taking a file to it, and it just didn't seem to really want to go on. So we're just going to roll it like this. I don't know if I'm going to mess with those pieces. Like I said, they're just more cosmetic than anything. But yeah, overall, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description on where to get these plans from. And looking forward to having pigs. Good job, buddy.